So today I'm going to do a unboxing review, first impressions of a book that I've read already, but I was so impressed with it that I wanted to get the hardcover. Of course, the hardcover is almost impossible to find, but I found this copy on eBay. Came in an Amazon bag, but found it on eBay and wanted to record my first impressions of it. So this is Lucifer Princeps by Scarlet Imprint, written by Peter Gray. This is the only book of his that I've read, but I do have Apocalyptic Witchcraft on the way, and I'll be keeping an eye out for other books that he has written. I really like lime green, as a little side note, and of course black, so this is very pleasing from an aesthetic point of view. Also has this partial slipcover. And of course I'm not worried at all about the quality because Scarlet Imprint makes some of the best books out there. Them and Anathema Publishing, between the two of them. A little bit of writing on the inside there. Again, this whole book is about the fall of Lucifer, or the devil, rebel angels, and their deep rooted center in a lot of the occult. Again, right there on that back page there references Apocalyptic Witchcraft, which he also wrote. And then the cover, which we have here. My dog freaking out because the wind blew outside. And Lucifer Princeps. Of course, it's imprinted there on the spine as well. Slight texturing there for the end papers, just solid black. Scarlet Imprint. This is number 439. History of Error, Formulation of the Curse, the Dawnbreakers, Shining One, Holy Mountain, Scorched Heaven, Burned Earth, King in Search of a Crown, The Invisible God, A Goat for Azazel. I specifically remember chapter 9, and pretty much all of these are really good chapters, just like with The Dancing Sorcerer by Anathema Publishing. But A Goat for Azazel, chapter 9, that was very interesting to me, along with The Serpent in the Garden. Children of Enoch, Cloven Hoof, and some other notes. And that's referencing the How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? So that's referencing a chapter in Isaiah, chapter, it's probably up here somewhere, but I think it's chapter 12, chapter 14. And there's really not much in the way of pictures or anything like that. It's all just a lot of text and details. But I mean, the pages are very nice, soft white, and the text is very easy to read. Maybe a little bit on the small side by some comparison, but it's certainly not hard to read with glasses. And just try to give you an idea of some of the content. Also talks about a lot of the alternate names for the devil and for various demons. References a lot of biblical passages, and again, here's Isaiah, but this is chapter 24 instead. And obviously the reference to the garden, the serpent in the garden, would be the Garden of Eden, the temptation of Eve and Adam. Oh, there it is, speaking of. Little tidbit of information. I've done a lot of study on it, and Isaiah chapter 14 or chapter 12, I have to double check that, but that's the only time the word Lucifer is mentioned in the Bible. for most commonly accepted translation, New King James, ESV, ASV. Going back to that chapter and also some references in Daniel, it's most likely Nebuchadnezzar that is talking about, because he was actually cursed to eat the fields. I can't remember the exact wording, but to eat like a cow or common livestock because of his pride. So he had fallen as a king. But like I said, there's really no pictures in this book, but just the content is so well put together and the flow. And I'm going to go through and read it again. You may remember if you saw my video for The Devil's Supper, that was the only occult book that I had read twice by Shawnee Oates. And I think this is probably going to be the second book that I do this with. Again, the paperback you can find before paying the any taxes and paying for the shipping. You can get it from Scarlet Imprint still as a paperback, but it's about $45-50 for that paperback. This is out of print, and you can occasionally find it online, and I found it a little bit cheaper than what I paid for it, but honestly it's a book that I know I like. I want to keep this in my collection forever, so it didn't really bother me so much to pay a little extra for this book. And again, the quality and craftsmanship and the content is very intriguing. So if you get a chance, get the book, even if it's paperback, and I think you'll enjoy it. Thanks.